Now, one of the questions I've been getting a lot since I made this Pizza Hut video is that why is the Pizza Hut app broken? And in a sense, it kind of is broken. I tell people never use the app when ordering Pizza Hut. That's the wrong thing to do. You either call in and bypass the calling center, which would be in a whole different video, or just go into the store itself. The Pizza Hut app has too many issues. It's either they don't pay for the correct people to do it correctly, or the app is behind. It's the system that Pizza Hut has is they have old computers. Since I've been there for like 5 years, the computers are older than shit, and so they finally have the little iPads to do certain things. But this is 5 years later. We're what, 2025. There's companies that are already doing it. Domino's, Wing Street, a lot of these Wingstop, I think it is. They're doing a lot more high-tech stuff on iPads and everything else than Pizza. Pizza's like behind on the game. Just like how Pizza was behind on the game with deliveries, they're behind on the game with technology. And because of that, so many issues happen with the app. People's orders don't go through. I have constant ton of phone calls of complaints with people calling up, said they place the order, and so they come into the store looking for the order, and the order's not there because the order never went through in the app, and their card was charged. So I always have to tell these customers, you gotta look in your account to see if it's pending. And so if the bank says pending, then it didn't go through. So there's been countless amounts of times people coming in complaining on orders not going through, people stealing their points. People think we have access to the points in the store, but actually they don't. All the points are in the app itself. Before 5 years ago, Pizza Hut employees did have access to the points, but too many people were being scandalous with it, so they stopped. And so now the only way you can access your points is going through customer service or with the app itself. And like I said, too many accounts of points being stolen, accounts being hacked, orders not going through, and then people not getting the orders done correctly or properly. And I've always wondered, why do customers always order a meat lover's pizza, take everything off, and just keep the pepperoni? And that happens more than once. And it's because of the app. Once again, the app is they don't offer certain specials for one topping. So people order like a whole supreme pizza or whole meat lover's pizza and take everything off and just keep like one or two toppings because that's all they wanted was one or two toppings. And the issue is more on the phones and iPads than anything else. Now I know Pizza Hut pushed the app like 2 years ago, but they don't update the app and they don't fix the app, and the app is always being updated and always something going on with it. So I tell everybody, don't use the app for Pizza Hut. Another thing too, this is one of the main issues that we always had at Pizza Hut, is the fact that the app is connected the whole US. So all of USA is connected to the same app. So the pizzas in California and Ohio are run by a franchisee. So what they offer and New York and everywhere else on East Coast is not valid on West Coast. So if you see specials for like $6.99 on the app, yes, that's for East Coast, not for West Coast. But Pizza Hut as a whole won't make a separate entity for the West Coast. So every time people will come in and ask for this or try and find that special online, why is it different? Because California prices are different, and Pizza Hut can't survive on those low prices because of the inflation and because everything is so expensive in California. In Ohio, they can, but in California, they can't. So we're always more expensive. So if you see something $6.99 East Coast, it's going to be $8.99 here in California. It's always going to be either $1 or $2 more. And that's another issue that people have. East Coast, they offer root beer, Dr. Pepper, all kinds of different sodas. West Coast and California, we don't have Dr. Pepper. We don't have root beer. So there's like issues of that on the app as well, because there's more stuff to choose from, more variety. I want this, I want that, I want this. But if you're not in the East Coast where they actually have it, you don't get all that. I mean, Pizza Hut won't change it, like I said, to make a West Coast entity just for that app. They just keep it all wide and whole, and it's kind of sucks because it's annoying having to deal with customers who get mad and they order those things, because you can even order root beer, or you can order certain things that we don't have. And so when they come pick it up, I have to call them up, say, hey, we don't offer this. What would you like to replace it? It's like, well, the app says this, the app says that. And the app has this price, and how come you guys are this price? But it's because it's California, and it's a franchisee. All of California is a franchisee, and all of Ohio is a franchisee as well. So that's all once. Yum Brands, that's what owns that right there. And so it's kind of, actually like SoCal Pizza Company, who used to run a SoCal Pizza Company here in California, and they switched it over to Pizza Hut. So I don't recommend using the app. The app is broken. The app has been broken for a very long time. Will they ever update it? They do update it. They do have fixes. You have to have a lot of patience. And we live in a day and age where people don't have patience for the app. And it's annoying. And especially if you're working at Pizza Hut, you get to deal with these people who don't have patience. And so you got to deal with attitudes and you got to deal with stuff. But I get it. I totally understand. Why are things on the app there to order when you guys don't carry it? But because the big corporate Pizza says, no, we're not going to have two separate apps. We're going to have just one. It would make life much easier. So I, as an ex-employee for Pizza Hut, I do recommend everybody out there to avoid the app until it's super done and clear and works. I don't recommend using the app. You're better off either going into the store or you're calling. But once again, the California and Ohio locations got rid of phones. So there's no more phones. So now you're dealing with the call center, which is kind of like horrible in another sense, because the people at the call centers, they don't offer you specials. Each store has their own different specials. So you can get like a one topping large pizza for like $13.99 or $12.99. And the phone people are not going to offer you that special. They're going to offer you the more expensive one because that's their job. Their job is to make sure Pizza Hut makes money. So they're going to offer you the $17.99 for 2 toppings or 3 topping special, which is, it's good in a sense for them, but not for the consumer who actually wants something cheap, especially when you have like Domino's $8 pizzas, you got Little Caesars $7 pizzas, you got Papa John's. I mean, there's so many competition out there right now. People don't want to spend a lot of money on expensive pizza. So, and another thing too, people don't want to talk to Aladdin. I mean, who wants to call the phone and talk to Aladdin? So it's the communication barrier is there, and the call center doesn't have too many people who speak Spanish. It's rare to have anyone who's bilingual, and that's another annoying issue and subject, which we'll talk about another time. But as for the Pizza Hut app, guys, I recommend you calling. When you do call, this is what you got to do. You got to tell them, I want to speak to the store, and they'll send you directly to the store. That way you talk directly to the store. But just know, if you do that, when phones were in place last year, April, they got rid of that employee who answers phones. So the phones might ring for a while. So give it some time, give some patience, because they are short on crew to answer phones as well. So you're going to maybe wait for a minute for someone to answer the phones because they don't have that phone person no more. But I do recommend calling the store directly. That way you talk to an associate and you know that store's specials, rather than messing with a broken app or messing with somebody who barely speaks English, or someone who can't speak Spanish, or someone who's going to sell you the most expensive meal on their plan. So I hope this helps out. If you have any more questions about Pizza Hut, please let me know down below in the comments. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. They just need to upgrade a lot of things, and there's a lot of things about Pizza Hut people don't know, and I do hope this helps out. But until they fix the app, I wouldn't try messing with it. I've been for 5 years, and the app's been broken, and there's been updates for the app like every month trying to fix stuff. And another thing too, when they do updates to the app, they don't tell us in the store. So we have to find and hear about it when customers come in with a coupon or whatever else. And that's another annoying factor about working there, because of the fact that you don't know what the hell is being updated until it happens. And then they send an email out, oh, guess what? Yeah, this happened. So yeah, no shit, motherfucker. Someone just came in. You have any more questions, guys? Feel free down below and ask, and we'll get this Q&A going.